Hello, Indie Groove. Uh, oh my gosh, Indy. This has happened twice now. I mean, I was having trouble with my last stream too. Hello. So, should we just wait? Should we wait for the others or is it just you and me? Oh, they'll find it in a minute. So, I've been having trouble with that. I had it last time. I had trouble with this kind of thing. The Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah, Wu Clan. I kind of figured that's us, the Wu Clan. This is our Wu ship. We're traveling around on our. I feel like there's something in my eyes. Pardon me. Oh, what's going on? And where's Cowboy? Cowboy? Oh gosh, he's disappeared again. You know, Cowboy's been disappearing off and on. I keep wondering what the heck is going on. Hi, Scotty. Where is Cowboy? Cowboy! Cowboy! Have you gone interdimensional again? Cowboy! Haven't seen him for hours. That's kind of weird. He's usually right up here when I'm doing a show. Cowboy! Kitty, kitty, kitty! Hey, cow cat. He's an old cow cat. He's my kitty. Oh, my kitty. Oh, my kitty, my kitty, my cat. Mr. Kitty. How can you be the cat in the hat if there's no cat? Where's my cat? Don't make any smart answers, Scotty. I already know what you're thinking. I haven't seen him for hours. Cats are weird, man. They can just disappear. They can just vanish. Just totally vanish. And then they're back later like nothing happened. I think he's keeping a portal underneath the bed or something. Maybe he's got a spare portal hidden somewhere around the house. But yeah, hey, Knucklehead, we're doing the show. Where are you? Your adoring fans want to know. Where are you? Cowboy, whatever dimension you're in, you should tell me when you're going to leave like that. Okay. Weird show. Yeah, they just go somewhere. They're just gone. Just gone. Somehow they can do that shit, can't they? That is so weird, though, that he's almost always up here when I'm doing a show. And then I'm having trouble with the show. Gee, Maybe I need Cowboy to tune it in, it's like rearrange his ears or something. Meow. 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 If he doesn't show up, by the end of tonight, I'm shaking the food, seeing if that gets his attention. That's weird though, ain't it? The door hasn't been open today at all. He didn't get out. Not through the door, anyway. How bizarre. Strange little guy. Well, what can I say? He's probably interdimensional. Some of that pure alkaline water. Well, it's not like my life hasn't been weird up to now. I think I'm kind of used to it. Interdimensional fuzz. Oh, your neighborhood cat showed up. I'm calling kitty, kitty, kitty. The neighborhood cats are showing up. Is that what's going on? And they're hearing me. And now I have to take a break. Okay, I am so sorry about this. I apologize, but I have to take a quick break because all of a sudden, all of that good water has decided it's going right through, straight through. I'm going to give you something to watch in the meantime. For those of you who haven't seen this, here we go. It's magic. He showed right back up again. It worked, Chloe. There he is. And now he's going to want extra for the speaking part. He's going to want extra treats for that now. Where were you? I told you he had a portal underneath the bed. He has got a portal underneath the bed. It's Chloe when she gets to counting, man. She's a real G. You got to watch it. Meow, meow, meow. Your adoring fans missed you. I didn't miss you at all, though. Not at all. Not one bit. I'm lying. I miss reaching over and petting him while I'm doing that. Hello, Amber. How you doing? Great. Lots of blessings. Cool. Oh, you surfed with Conan's buddy. Huh? Um, what? Well, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, you know what? I gotta say, things seem lighter. The energy seems a lot lighter recently. And it seems like things are happening easier, manifesting quicker. I don't know if that's happening for you guys, but it's certainly happening for me and uh, some other people that I hear from, that things are coming quicker. Um, and just overall, the vibe seems lighter, different. So I'm not dooming and glooming when I'm doing this show on the solar codes or the solar flare or anything. But my intel is saying, or from the back channels, is saying use discernment when you're bringing in the codes that are coming through the sun, because it's looking like the AI may be trying to pull a fast one. Okay. And do some piggybacking. And I'm saying that before something happens to the signal again, like's been happening. So, oh, and there goes Cowboy chasing fairies through the room. Yep, he's running around now. He's running all over the place. Oh, his food bowl's empty. Oh no, Cowboy. That's okay. Mommy will fill your food bowl after the show, okay? Don't worry, baby. Mommy will make sure you get your food bowl full. Well, I'm happy to hear that, Amber. Amber alert. Amber is in the building. Amber is in the stream. So that was the thing, is that more than one person has been getting the bit about the possible negative codes coming in along with the positive ones. So just be careful what you're taking in. No, you're not allowed to sharpen your claws on the vibrating platform. And you know that. You're not allowed to pick all of the magnets out of the platform. Why do you even want to do that, silliness? Your silly highness? Your royal silly highness? Why do you do that? Why do you want to pick all the magnets out of mommy's shaky platform, huh? Baby cat? You're just trying to get my attention. You know what? Hey, Project Skyfalls. Here we go. You know what he's doing? He wants me to fill. He's not going to stop doing stuff until I fill his food bowl up. I'll be right back. Come in, Knucklehead. Where were you anyway? Knucklehead, King Knucklehead. Oh, that's one spoiled little kitty cat there. Oh, he is a spoiled little kitty. Anyway, hi, Project. Hmm. Yeah, he's going to act up until he gets food in his bowl, and then it's all okay. Suddenly, everything's good. This hat, uh, the only problem getting a hat in the mail is they try to fold it. And when they try to fold it, it's not good. I'm going to have to steam this thing so that it's not acting up. Okay. Anyway, mhm. Yep, it's a cowboy thing. Yep, he's not going to stop until he gets. Oh my God. Look like he tore a piece of the rubber off. How did you do that? You better not tear all the rubber off of that thing. That thing was expensive, knucklehead. Wow. And that's pretty tough rubber. When the hell does he do that? Man, I would hate to be in a battle with Cowboy in his claws. If he wasn't a friendly cat, he would be a menace. Cause would you even do that? Oh, he's naughty. Hmm. So yeah, I tell you, well, you know what? I'm the same way though. I mean, you should have heard the guy. I ordered. I had a coupon for chicken fingers, and I was doing the intermittent fasting, and that was the first food that I'd had in like 18, 19 hours. And they weren't getting the order right. You sure heard me. I was not nice. I was threatening to throw the meal at this guy's head if he didn't listen to me. No, it was this way. This is what I ordered. You know, I really was bad. And I thought, and I'm there like it reminded me there was this for a while it was going around. They even made songs about it, memes about it. This woman who was just basically going ballistic. She just wanted Wingstop. I've worked 10 hours. All I want is Wingstop. All I want is Wingstop. and she just started cursing and stuff. And they made a song to that. So it kind of reminded me of that. I'm going, oh geez. Yeah, if I haven't eaten in a while and I'm hungry and you're standing between me and the food somehow, don't just don't do that. It's just, I'm not nearly as nice as I am here. I'm not nearly as nice and understanding, because this guy got it wrong 3 times, 3 different times. And I'm like, you know what? I'm fixing to lob this at you if you get this wrong one more time. So he called the manager and I said, you know what, honey? It's like, I just want what's ever on the coupon there is what I was looking for. And, give me that. That's all I want. Or I'm going to give this right back to you and ask for my money back. But I was getting irate. So I was becoming a total Karen when I'm hungry. It's like, hmm, Right. Well, you were gone anyway. Why weren't you here earlier? You should have mentioned it earlier, Mr. Mew. But yeah, that's funny. For those of you who don't know what's going on, is Mr. Cowboy was missing for a while. But like I said, I think he's got a portal under the bed because he did come out from under the bed. But I didn't see him down there. You know what? And it's funny because sometimes when he's been gone, we've looked for him under the bed and he's not under there. And then he comes out from under the bed. How does he do that? I don't know. Weird, but it's really my helper's been here when he's done that. And she's like, I just looked under there. Unless you just blend in with the other fur balls and dust bunnies underneath there. Well, yeah, that's a likely story. Tell it to the judge. You coming up here or not? You gonna come up and get your belly rubbed or not? Come on. People are waiting to see your beauty. You've got adoring fans. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so he's reciting poetry for you now. You all back? Okay. Okay. You know you have the cutest little meow. Yeah, you do. You have a very cute little meow. You have a manly meow. Yes, it's manly, but in a sort of a cute way. So, anyway. Ah, a meme of you trying to find an airport terminal after crossing the tarmac and going through the airport for miles with your luggage at running speed. I know what you mean. Oh, I don't have Box Springs. But yeah, I'm going to have to look for something like that because somehow he vanishes. He just totally flat out vanishes. How do you do that? How do you do that, Mr. Mewdoodle? I got to show you something. I promised. See this? You know what this is? Cowboy knows what this is. This. This is cowboy yarn. Hmm. And this is just in the last few days. Finally got a drop spindle. And I'm spinning his fur into yarn. And if I need more, all I do, and I'm going to show you this. Now, he's been brushed several times today. See this brush? It didn't have anything on before I pulled it through. Now it's going to have. Now, watch. This is how much fur he produces. It's all that high quality food I give you, right? You love to be brushed. Now, there you go. Now he's been brushed and brushed and brushed and brushed. And I'll be spinning the yarn. And I need a little, when I need more, I just brush the cat. He loves it, but it doesn't seem to ever, he's got like an endless supply. I'm not kidding. This cat is the furriest little guy. And he has an endless supply of cat wool. There you go. That's almost enough to roll off now again. That's my kitty. That's my little cowboy. Now, he's a handsome kitty, yeah. And the thing is, he's actually lost a lot of weight from when I got him. When I got him, he was a very chunky kitty. So he's actually a much smaller cat than he used to be since I put him on better food. It's all that good quality food. Right, cowboy? Yeah, you're just a little fur factory. Mommy is never going to be cold in the winter. She's going to have plenty of cowboy fur. Yeah, I'm actually spinning his wool, cat wool, into something. I don't know. Yeah, it's almost. He'd make a good scarf. Maybe make a nice scarf. Gonna make a nice scarf or maybe a cow. Meow. Make a cowboy cow. So I found out people actually make stuff out of their Samoyed's fur. And usually they do once you take the wool. I mean, what they do is they brush their dogs and they take the brush stuff, the shed fur, and then they card it with carding paddles, roll it off, spin it, and it makes a kind of an Angora wool item. And I thought, well, as fuzzy and woolly as cowboy is, why couldn't we do it with kitty wool? My little woolly Manx cat from a land where actually there are sheep. He has a woolly undercoat, so I don't see why it wouldn't win it. I wondered, is it going to work? And yes, it does work. I'm making yarn. The dust. My husband had that issue. My husband had that issue, and I swear, when I was driving, the window would stay clean for a long time. And, we'd stop a couple of times to get gas when we were driving long distance and almost nothing, and as soon as he would start driving, the window would start filling up with stuff. And while he was gone, I would be cleaning the house. And about 15 minutes after he came in, the place looked like I never did anything. I'm like, how in the hell is this happening? Weird. There you go. Get your own cowboy. Get your own cowboy scarf. Maybe I can make scarves. Chloe's gonna be selling it for me, right? So usually what they do is they card the fur and then they wash it and then but I mean, really, he doesn't go out of the house, so I'm just carding it right off of him. I'll wash it later. I used to be like that, Chloe. I can stain a shirt faster than anybody I know. I used to. Now I'm not as bad, but I used to be like that. I used to really be that bad. And of course, if you have big boobs and you eat anywhere, go out to eat, yeah, you're going to always have a spot in the front of your shirt, right? But that's just take home, right? It's magical. Yep, my ex was like that. I swear. And trying to keep the place clean. It would only be clean until he came in about 15 minutes after he come in the door from work. Forget it. Somehow, and I don't know how. I don't know how he did it, but he was really good at it. Really good. And Mr. Cowboy doesn't have that problem. No, he's above all that. He's got somebody to take care of all that for him. Yes. Where were you anyway? Where did you go? What planet did you go to? What dimension? How do you stain the back of your shirt? If it's a food stain, well then you really got to ask yourself. I say you're not eating right. Yeah, I know. When I have a new shirt, what I do is I put it on when I know, like after I've eaten and already eaten in the morning. I don't put it on before breakfast. Mm-mm. I put it on after breakfast, and then I got at least until lunchtime. Then I figure to have a clean shirt. But half the time I don't eat lunch anyway. It is magic. Yeah, I know. It's always something really messy when you're wearing white. Something always gets. Well, but that's why I wear patterned shirts only. I don't wear plain colors too often. I don't wear plain anything. It's a print with a lot of different colors in there because that way I figure it won't be as noticeable. Or black. And I figure the stain won't be as noticeable. Yeah, I don't have very much white clothing for that reason. However, I've started to get more white since I have cowboy because what my issue is now has gone from food to, all of my stuff turns white. Anyway, um, I find your hair turning my dark clothes to white. You've already turned all my days and nights upside down when you go to town. One day I'm going to write the cowboy song. I know you shed every day of the year. You're always making my hair bands disappear, but have no fear. They'll wind up under the bed. There, spicing my food with your fur, telling me exactly what flavor cat food you prefer. Your hair gets everywhere. One day I'm writing that song. You can wear blue jeans and get a white stain. Stay away from seagulls. That's for the birds, Scotty. Emmett says you've cut holes in things fussing with the plastic tags. And you know what? It's like I used to just take the tags out, used to just slide them out. Now I cut them out. I never cut holes in things, but yeah, just how bizarre is that? Oh, I like the tagless t-shirts now. I have tagless stuff now, thank goodness. I don't have to worry about the tags. So anyway, I all of the important stuff I already delivered, most of it on the other show, on the other part of the show, the first half of the show where everything went weird. So now that we're just talking food stains and all that kind of silly stuff, I guess we're safe. I'm in an apartment. I'm in a very nice apartment. It's a very nice apartment building. It's fairly new. That's right. We are who we are. No, I never lived in a duplex, but um, I'm on the first floor of an apartment building. Where are the tags getting lodged in, Emmett? And what are you doing that the tags are getting lodged there? You know what? It's kind of what I have to do because I just can't take care of everything myself at this point. They take care. When stuff breaks, they fix it. I don't have to fix it. And to me, that's a benefit. What the neighbors think? Well, yeah. Well, frankly, I don't care what they think. Maybe. I don't know. Nobody's ever said anything about it. But then again, I try not to be real noisy with it. Well, thank you, dear. Just a commentary on plastic. Well, it's actually the nicest place I've lived. Tell you the truth. I mean, even my parents' place wasn't as nice as this. So I'm actually in the best place I've been in. Yeah, that's what I hope. I hope that apartment. This is Sparta. Is that a Spartan apartment? A Spartan? Ah, Typo City. I love typos. They're funny sometimes. Do you sing to your pets? Well, it's not really my thing, but it's okay for now. No, I have dreams of having my own place, my own Earthship. Oh my gosh, the tags. Yeah, I've had I've had apparel and stuff where there's a tag and you think you've got the tags off and then there's another tag hiding inside somewhere. It's like, how many tags do you need on something? So it's a beautiful place. I gotta say it's a blessing. Yes, it is. Um, I'm gonna own my own house one day. Hmm, well, at least it's not a trailer. I'd actually be afraid to have a trailer around here. We have tornadoes and shit. I'd be afraid I'd be seeing Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, you know. I'd be seeing Dorothy in her house flying by and waving. Oh, mortgage, yeah. What? A pair of socks? The heck? Yeah. What I'm hoping for is a nice Earthship community. Because Earthship, you don't pay you don't pay for any you don't have to worry about utilities, you know, a nice off-grid place. Oh, oh, way to go, Ohio. Yep. Oh my goodness. A travel trailer and live next to Tornado Alley. Ah, yeah. I know a lot of people who live in trailers. There's trailer parks around here. I'm kind of happy. I was glad I could get in here. I've been wanting to get in here for years. I wanted to get in here for years before I got in here because it's a new place and it's not too haunted yet. I mean, in Ohio, it's all the older places are haunted and have other problems. It seems like a lot of them anyway. Apartment buildings have weird stuff. This one's not too bad, really. It's new and they're very careful about how they take care of it. They're really good at taking care of stuff right away. So I only bitch a little bit. I bitch some about they're always having inspections. This place has more inspections than anywhere I ever knew. But on the other hand, it's a lot safer than most of the places I've been. My old apartment was not safe at all. Oh, you mean you're in a travel trailer with your stepdad? Wow. Well, see, I was in what was considered a nice ranch house when I was looking after my mother. But to tell you the truth, this place is nicer than that place, too, than my mother's place, which was supposed to be a pretty nice place. But this place is nicer, really. No, 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 D. What? Oh. Well, I read that when your stepdad passes, you can't stay there. I was trying to figure out why. But Chloe, before it happens, don't wait to be homeless. Start making plans. Take it from somebody who's been homeless. Uh, when my mom ended up going to the hospital and then the nursing home, I became homeless suddenly. So, and I didn't have time to make any plans. I didn't, I was just too damn busy to make any plans for myself. And the in laws did not let me rent. I ended up homeless. And the house reverted to the in laws because the house had been her husband's and they weren't going to let me rent. So, yep, really nice. Yeah, I've been homeless twice. And both were kind of a surprise. hmm I tell you, there's been some scary times, though. There were scary times. Now, looking back on it, I would have had a plan. I would have made a plan. I would say anybody who knows you're going to be homeless in the future, have a plan. Make some kind of plan for yourself. It's a lot easier because there were some pretty scary times during that time. Both of those times. Aw, that's nice. Well, you do it your way, Scotty, and I'll do it mine. I'll tell you, I wish I'd had some kind of plan. But then again, I'm not in a nice atmosphere. I mean, when I became homeless, Snow was up to our butts. That is not a good environment to be homeless in. Fortunately, I had some friends I could impose on for a while. So I was couch surfing for a while. I'm done with that. You know what? I told my guides and everything. I said, I'm done with all the scary stuff. Okay. I'm done. I'm over. Oh, I want to walk you through that, uh, my dears. If anybody's had any feelings, and I have run into people who have felt like throwing in the towel, giving up, like, I want to go. Why am I not going right now? And want to leave. And what, when in the heck is this happening? This so that we can leave here and so on and so forth. Or if you're just giving up and you're just done, that's an attack. Okay. Because I felt that. And I know it wasn't me that felt that way. It wasn't me that was ready to give up, but something wanted me to give up. And it's like, fuck no, I'm not going to give up. Heck with you. Well, good luck with it all. Yeah, it's because of how you think. I mean, knowing what I know now, it would be different. It would be all different. Yeah. Well, I spent most of my life not wanting to be here. Scotty, I don't agree. That's a choice. If you think that is so, then it is going to be so. But I got myself out of that thinking, fortunately. I managed to get myself out of that. And now things are quite a bit different for me. Hello, Michelle. How are you doing? Very Susie, and yes, it certainly is. It's a cat and hat. Um, I don't believe that, Scotty, and I believe it's a choice, and I believe that I'll have a choice. What happens, and that I always will. From now on out, that's basically what I'm getting told by my guides, and that's the way it is working out. It's being demonstrated to me all the time that I have a choice. But first, you have to know that you have a choice. When we think we don't have a choice, then we don't have a choice. But once we know we do have a choice, then we have a choice. See? So when you can convince yourself that you do have a choice, then you'll have a choice. And I think sometimes we have prearranged things. I mean, I do understand. Me too. I was in that for a while. I was like that for a while. It was like that. I just felt it was all just no hopeless. It was just going to be that way, roll with the punches and accept it. It was that way, but I'm not accepting that anymore. And it's changing. I'm changing. I have changed. I have changed a lot. You didn't know me before, but I was way a lot more like you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, depression hurts. I'm Now what I am done with is this depression shit. I'm going to find a way out of that too. And I'm going to find a way out of the stress shit. I'm going to find a way. You know what? Just like I healed up the skin rashes, just like I healed up the intolerance, the food intolerances, just like I'm healing up everything else, I'm going to heal the other stuff up too eventually. I'm going to do it. I'll find a way to do it. You bet I will find a way to do it. Yeah, the prearrangement was a choice. Yeah, you can choose to feel different. You can change the way you feel. It's not always easy. I worked on it a lot, but I got tired of that shit. You never smell depression like an oxymoron. I don't know what that means. Okay, not quite sure what you're talking about, Scotty. Yeah. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I don't think karma is what people think it is anyway, Scotty. I don't believe that it is. As a matter of fact, I've even said on this show, I'm not sure that there is anything like karma in the way people think of it. I don't think that it is anything like that. I don't think that is what it is at all. I think people manufacture that shit. But there is like ancestral stuff that seems to follow a family line. And I got rid of that. So I don't think that's karma, though. Is that something they did to our genetics? I don't know. Well, see, that's it. I had to get past that part, Scotty. But it's been shown to me over and over again that I do have a choice. You know what? When it came to like finding my wallet, that was as clear as a bell. And it happened to my friend Jim and I too at the same time, just almost at the same time. We both got the same daggone lesson. And I kind of heard in the back of my mind, well, what do you want? Do you want the drama of somebody having found your wallet? Do you do you want the drama of having to go back to the store and get your wallet with, or do you want it with or without the stuff intact? Do you want to run into some good Samaritan that returned the wallet? Do you want to just find it laying on the floor somewhere? Do you want, but we'd already looked everywhere, right? Guess what? I said, well, I don't want to go through all the drama. I just want to find it laying on the floor somewhere. It was laying on the floor exactly where we walked, exactly where we looked for it. Me and my helper. I mean, I had 3 different people helping me look for this thing. Okay? None of us saw it. Right in the middle of the damn floor. So I'm like, okay, wait a minute now. You're telling me that all this time I had a choice. Yes, they showed me. It was my choice. Well, guess what? I don't know if I told you, but I didn't really pass my inspection. They passed me. They skipped my apartment. Decided they didn't have time. Why? I didn't want to have to go through that. I didn't want that intrusion. I'm like, well, if I have a choice about that, if there's any choice, then I'd rather them not come to my apartment. I'd rather not have it at all. Well, guess what? They didn't. So I'm like, oh. So it seems like some things are malleable. And then again, some things, it seems like there are some things that are harder to change than others. Um, like they had already said that they were going to do a percentage of the apartments. Well, I decided that my apartment wasn't one of the ones they were going to do. So they skipped me. So basically, there's been several other times when I've heard in the back of my mind, well, you've got a choice. What do you want to have happen? And I've chosen something and it's happened that way, even though it wasn't really likely or even possible. Right. We chose this. Hmm. So, oh God, I struggled with this so long, a long time. But I was miserable. So the misery kind of spurred me to change things. I was tired of being miserable. Okay, Scotty, I'm not telling you to do any, you don't have to do anything. I'm telling you what happened with me. Wow. Okay. Well, are you really asking me, or is that just, have you settled with that? Because if you're asking me, I might be able to help you with that. But if you're not asking, I am willing to let you be in that, to let you stay in that if you want that, or if you don't feel you can change, whatever. I mean, I'm not trying to be condescending or anything, really. Oh my God, I had that for a while, Emmett. I would just get things the way I wanted them, and then I'd have to leave. And that was the end of it. I know I went through that phase. I went through a phase like that. Well, see, that's just the thing. I have chosen that life is going to love me. Oh, you're not judging. I'm not judging either. I don't believe in, like I said, I don't really believe karma is anything like what they say it is. I do not believe that, okay? I did that, Emmett. That was the reason my room was messy. And I think part of that was my mom. It's like every time I got it the way I wanted, she'd come in and change it when I was a kid. Well, there you go, project. I've asked for that too. Okay, sweetheart. Yeah, I'm choosing the same thing. Life is somehow going to love me. Life is going to love, you know what? And I'm going to force it. I don't care. I'm going to live in a loving and giving universe now. but I had to change my head. You see, that's the thing. I had to change what was in my freaking iceberg. I talk about this all the time. And had to go through a lot of onion layers to do that. I had to strip off all of these layers and layers and layers of goo. And the more layers that I got rid of, the better stuff got. And then eventually, like an onion, and all it is layers. Eventually, you'll get to the middle of the onion and it'll be over. So, on some issues, I'm almost there. Ah. Chloe, I had that. I would have so much saved, and then something would always happen to take it. For the longest time, I had that. I don't have that anymore. You know what? You're making me realize how far I've come. Because I used to have all of this kind of stuff happen to me. I used to have all that. Wow, I have come a long way, like a really long way. I'm not like that anymore. I'm not like any of that anymore. And it's really making me understand that. Thank you. Um, I didn't either before I broke it. Before I broke that. I broke it. I didn't know anything else either. But I was determined I was going to break that. And I can be a pretty stubborn bitch, you know that. I was very stubborn about it. Some people would say that in a different way, but I was a stubborn bitch. I was going to break that somehow. I had decided it wasn't going to be like that forever. I wasn't going to let it be that way forever. I'd never known it. My mother had never known that. What kind of life? My grandmother had never known that kind of life. That's what I mean by generational curse. It's something that gets handed down. Oh, I know. Well, look, I'm 65. It's taken me a while. I'm 65, dudes. I've been doing this all my life. I'm just now finally getting it. I'm just finally getting the hang of some of this. You know? It's taken me that long. My whole freaking lifetime. Bitches more Easter. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I am a stubborn witch. I really am. And I just decided it was going to be different. I wasn't going to go the same way as all of my ancestors, as my female ancestors. I wasn't going to go that way. I was going to finally have what I wanted to have. And now I do. I'm starting to have that. It's a hell of a lot better than what I had. There you go. I was the first to actually wind up at menopause with all my organs intact. First woman in my line in a long time to actually have all my organs intact and have a normal menopause. Mhm. It's something in your iceberg, Chloe. If you want it to change, you got to find out what it is in your iceberg. But it's all up to you. Like I said, I had to be such such a stubborn little thing to go through all that to get anywhere. I had to be very stubborn. Yeah, my sense of humor has always saved me. If it wasn't for the sense of humor, I don't know where I'd be. Hmm. There we go. And there's the thing about deserving. I'm not sure people get things necessarily because they're deserving. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. I think that's part of that karma idea. I don't think it's necessarily true. Ain't necessarily so, my dear. Seen way too many people that have things that they don't deserve. Both ways. Terrible things and good things. No, I think it's what's in your head. In your head, zombie. Yeah. Zombie. Zombie. Yeah, it's what's in your head, baby. You gotta hear that song again. I haven't heard that in a while. I can barely remember how it goes. If you have not dealt with your shadow, you have not done your shadow work, your shadow will eat you. It'll eat up all of your good every time. If you have not dealt with your shadow will just eat everything. Everything good in your life. See, I'm coughing because I didn't always have it in my life where I could speak my truth either. And now I have my own channel and I'll speak my own doggone truth if I want to. But I had plenty of times when I couldn't speak my truth. But now I do. So I'm learning. I'm learning to speak my truth. Thank you so much for listening to my truth and giving me the chance to speak my truth. I really appreciate it. Hey, Lewis. You know what? I don't really think there's a problem with that, Lewis. I don't really see it as a problem. Thank you, dear. I appreciate that. Yeah, you know what? When I was a kid, I could not speak the truth. I would get very punished. Like I said, I got born again and born again and born again. Why? I always questioned. I had too many questions. I had all the wrong questions. I also had already figured out all the wrong answers. I figured out the forbidden answers, you know? The way I thought was verboten. Yeah, very, very forbidden. Yeah, most of the time it used to be I would go through that ritual, Lewis. Now I don't so much. Now I just keep the cards around me for a little bit until I feel like they're infused with my energy enough. I'll be honest about this. I don't do that ritual anymore with my cards. I keep them around until I feel like I've had them, until I feel like they're kind of calling me to do a reading. Sometimes I take them out and look at them, but I don't read with them until I feel like they're calling me to read with them. Which is why you see me take out a new deck every now and then. It's a deck that maybe has been sitting around for a month, but I haven't felt moved to use it. Well, kind of reminds me of my thing about conspiracy theories. I don't really hardly have any conspiracy theories left because they all became the truth. You know what the difference between the truth and a conspiracy theory is? About 6 months. Okay, and the narc, so the narc was your tower. You can change that. Oh, yeah, well, you can upgrade. Yeah. Here's something that works better. Why not? Yes, you can undo that. I undid all kinds of things. I've been trying to I've been trying to tell you guys all this time what I've done to change all that. I don't know, Lewis. Maybe something was going on at that Taylor Swift concert that wasn't wholesome. It was really not good. There are a lot of entities that hang around at those things. I'm telling you how I changed what happened and how I changed my life in the hopes that it will help somebody change their life. Either that or maybe it'll be just a fun thing to listen to. One or the other. Whatever. But I'm kind of hoping all the time that maybe it helps somebody. The giant snake. There was a giant snake where? At the concert? You saw a giant snake at the concert? I didn't hear about any of this, you know. Oh, yeah. Well, a lot of them do. I think most of them do. I think most of them perform rituals up there. I think that's what they do. Oh, Sam Smith, my God. Ugh. Oh, wait, my God is me and you. Hmm. Well, anyway, Sam Smith. I really don't even. I've seen little bits, little snippets of the Sam Smith stuff. And seriously, yeah, it be more obvious? It can't be any. Oh, how can it be any more obvious, huh? I mean, in some cases, it's just so obvious. Right, Scotty. Me too. My family is groups like this. People like you. Mhm. Oh, yeah, I'm sure that it's all a ritual, that almost everything you see. I know Billie Eilish is. She seemed like at first she was a pretty nice kid. Now she seems like a jerk. Seems like she's really gone straight to HE double to hockey sticks. So that's life. They just people are, what can I say? Most people make no sense to me anyway. Oh, I found the top of my fairy house. I don't know if I told you guys I'm gonna make a little fairy house. Little little house for the fairies. I'm gonna use this as the top of it. It was a um solar flash ball with flashing lights, but it had a base down here. And I took the base out because it wasn't working anymore, so I'm going to use this as the base for the top of the fairy house. Then I've got fairy lights to make it with. Oh, well, Lewis, yeah. I mean, you got to realize that when you go to that stuff, you're probably going to get drawn into that, whatever they're doing there. Oh, B. Hey, tell B for me. Tell him A. By the way, Scotty, I called your number, but you didn't pick up. What you said was your number anyway, but I did call you. Yeah, just tell him A for me. A, B. Oh, yeah, some people are saying Beaver's possessed by a reptilian. Yeah, could be. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised at anything anymore these days. It's like, you know what? Could be. I don't even care. I don't even watch that stuff. I don't even care about that stuff. I don't care about them. I don't care about, to me, it's just, I don't give a F you know, I don't care. I don't know. But I've been having trouble with my phone a lot. So maybe something's going on with the networks. By the way, this little piece broke off my broom. I'm going to make a broom for Cowboy with it. I'm going to make a little kitty cat broom. My little kitty cat's going to have his own broom. That's right, Mr. Handsome. You're going to have your own. Oh, he's doing the rub my belly thing. He's going to have his own broom. Yeah, my little boy. Yeah, I wasn't having any problems with this phone until just recently, like in the last week. I think something's up. To tell you the truth, I think something's going on. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I know somebody who went away for a short vacation, and when they came back, there was an entity in their place while they were gone. Somehow got in, found its way in. They had to get it out. So I think right now we're going through a time when you got to keep your guard up. You know, keep your guard up. Keep your shield around your house and yourself, and keep your vibe as high as you can, because you know the uh, the main baddies are gone. The brains of the operation are gone, but we're still dealing with assholes that are left over here. Okay, maybe. I did leave a message. Oh, Holly weird. I don't even care. I don't care about any of that shit. I don't care about them. They're just nothing to me. No, I don't think anybody can realizes how much nothing they are. It's almost like they don't exist in my world anymore. I don't watch movies hardly anymore. I might. I might watch some old out of date movies or something sometimes, but I'm just not I'm not interested in that stuff anymore. I got a whole bunch of other stuff that is more interesting to me. Hollywood is just, I don't know. To me, it's just a bunch of crazy people doing a bunch of crazy shit and just drama, drama, drama. And it's just pointless there. Like that. You'll take a good brushing any time, won't you? He just wants to be brushed all the time. He's so spoiled. You are a spoiled cat. You are a spoiled little kitty. You are. Yes, you are. He is so spoiled. I'll have another roll there. I'll have another few inches of cowboy yarn out of that. Hey, Mark. Mark the Arc Spark. I never know what they're doing. You know what? It's funny though, because I'll just randomly have stuff pop up on my feed that's like political, like the House, like live House proceedings. Stuff just pops up on my feed that's like the Senate and the House and political, and I'm like, why? Well, I take note, but it's not like I'm terribly interested, but maybe for some reason I need to know. I don't know. I don't understand. You're a ghost now. Well, damn. Damon? Yeah, why is it damon? Damon. I think just to drive men mad. Okay, Mark Arkspark, why are you ghost? Okay, I'll call again. Hello, Mark the Ark Spark. Hello, Mr. Spark. So, when have you spoken to Scotty lately to find out when those damn engines are going to be repaired? No. Scotty, we ever going to get those damn engines repaired to get us out of here? Mr. Spark, tell me the odds this time. He passed away. Oh, you like to be brushed, Scotty? I will survive. For as long as I know how to love, I know I'll be alive because I got all my love to give. I got all my life to live. I'll survive. I will survive. Oh. It's imminent, Captain. Ooh, 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 ooh. You know, if you want to be really happy, next time be born with Down syndrome. Those people are always happy. Think about it. I don't think I'd want that. I don't think I want that. But yeah, people with Down syndrome, aren't they mostly happy? They don't generally, mostly they don't have a care in the world, seems like. So there you go. Next time, maybe. Not me. Well, yeah. I was just talking about that, Mark. It's like there are things going on right now. Um, I'm just warning people to be kind of careful with their energy and what kind of codes are coming in and what kind of stuff they're accepting into their mind and into their energy. Because we're at a time right now, we're kind of in crunch time when everything's going fucking nuts, right? Everything's kind of going crazy. So uh, it's just a time to be kind of careful, batten the hatches. Oh, I will survive. Yeah. Yeah, I know that, they don't seem to have the problems we have. It's almost having the kind of self awareness that we have is a blessing and a curse. And a lot of times it feels more like a curse. But like you and I, we've been through that, and that's not to be our fate. So let us not talk falsely now. The hour is getting late. There must be some way out of here, said the Joker to the thief. There's too much confusion. I can't get no relief. Businessmen, come drink my wine. Come dig my herb. None will level on the vine. Grab a beer and lose your pants. Well, there you go. Grab a beer and lose your pants. Grab a beer and lose your pants. There's a song in there somewhere. I just grab a beer and lose your pants. Why not just grab a beer and lose your pants? Yeah, I've met a mean one occasionally, but usually not. Usually they're just fine. Um, wow. Oh, you love Gloria Gaynor? Oh, yeah, it's one of the songs I sing at karaoke. Been a long time since you had kids stuff. Scotty had extra penicillin. Well, I guess you would, wouldn't you, Scotty? You keep it on hand just in case. Scotty just keeps it on hand in case. These things just don't work out quite right. All along the watchtower. Hot garlic. Yeah, you're right. Garlic, honey, um, honey's antibiotic and germicidal. They used to use it on worms. Well, it takes all kinds of people to make a world. And I think we learn lessons from all of them. Oh, you stock up on penicillin. Well, I guess that's wise, Scotty. I never use it. I haven't had any penicillin in years and years. Yeah. Well, it's almost like they stay children. Oh, garlic certainly helps, yeah. Okay. I don't use that stuff. I don't use that stuff anymore. I'm totally done with that crap. I don't want to have to keep building up my gut biome again and again and again. You know what? I'm going to make myself bulletproof. I'm going to make myself to the point where I don't need any of that. Right. Wow, it's like 12. Oh, little Jace is mute. It's like 12 and I started at 8. This has just gone on and on. That's okay. I love you guys. But I'm about to close it down because I'm tired now. It's getting to be that time for me. You know, Gemini says, "I'm so sorry. I can't stay up for your show most of the time." And I said, "That's okay. I can't stay up for my show most of the time anymore anyway." It's really hard for me to stay up as late as I used to be. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on, but my days are changing. My shifts are changing somehow. I'm not the night owl I used to be. And I don't know. Maybe that's a change. Maybe that's going to stay that way. What? Ship be swaying, Captain. Hmm. Fine, leave us if you want, Dee. I don't want to, but it's been 4 hours and I'm tired now. I've had a lot going on. And I mean, people have been calling me and having me help with things too. You guys don't know anything about, I mean, I don't tell you that stuff all the time. Sometimes I do, but I've had a lot of people needing my help. And boy, I've got hat hair now. It's all flat. Um and it takes energy. So yeah, it's about time for me to close it down. But I'm glad I got to see y'all, and I'm glad I got to talk to y'all. You know, I will be back around on Sunday, and I'll try to be on Max's place. And if I see a couple other places, I'll try and look you up. Um, you know, get in touch with me if you want. If you know anybody who needs a guest, I'm kind of thinking I might want to be somebody else's guest sometimes. Well, it is 12:12 here. So so I love y'all and I really appreciate you coming by. You're my family. And if you need help, you know how to find me. You know how to get in touch. I've given you a couple of different ways. And the truth is where you find it. Hope you're always finding some on my show. Please don't forget that you're divine. And there's nobody else that's quite like you. Although we are all one in a way, we're also all unique. Unique up on people. No. We're all unique. So uh Iris says, fuck it, let's keep this part going. Okay. So I would love to do that, but I'm just so uncomfortable right now. I have to go. I'm just not come. I feel like I am going to fall asleep right on stream, and I don't want to do that. So, but I was up at like 5:30 today, just so you know. Okay, so oh yes, you were, Scotty. No, you weren't. I know, dear. Um, yeah. I'll I'll be seeing you again soon, right? We'll see each other again soon. And in the meantime, take care of yourselves. And if you need me, get in touch. I love you. Yeah. Take care.